Hello, hello. Happy Sunday. Hope y'all are having a great day today. Hey, girl.
Hey! Here's your cacao.
Oh, thank you.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first Sundays at Sunset series.
Okay.
Yes. So, Apiti, have you had cacao before?
Yes, I have.
You have?
Yes.
Where?
Here and at home.
At my housewarming.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
that was
really
the first
good.
time, I think.
That
That was my first time.
It was my first time having your special cacao.
Man, that night, it was like a portal here.
Oh, it was magical.
Yeah, it was a beautiful night.
Mm.
But yeah, so for those of you who don't know anything about cacao, I'll share a little bit. Cacao is the original form of chocolate, so it grows on the cacao beans. And so basically, it's grown 20 equators north and south of the equator. And in ancient shamanic cultures, they'll harvest the beans, dry them, grind them, and then create a medicine out of it. So it's a maternal medicine, so it's like like a motherly energy.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, people sit with cacao in ceremony. So what we can do now is actually set our intentions. So you can bring the cacao to your heart, close your eyes, and when we set an intention, what we're really doing is calling in a layer of energy to come into our own field. So it can be, cacao, show me, give me guidance on something, or it can be as simple as something like love or joy or peace. So whatever your intention is, just speak it to the medicine.
Do we say it out loud or to ourselves?
It's up to you.
Okay.
And you just say like, Mama Cacao,
Mama Cacao,
I invite you into my being.
I invite you into my being.
To show me whatever it is that I need to see.
Show me whatever it is I need to see, which is saying it in my head right now.
And just like, thank you for your medicine. I'm eternally grateful. And yeah, you can just like word it however you want. I'm kind of rusty right now, but it's like,
thank you for your medicine, and help me along the path of the things that I just said in my mind.
that was a heart opener, so it's heart medicine. And it also has a lot of magnesium. It's the number one source of like magnesium high foods that you can ever get. So it's really good, and it's good for your cardiovascular system as well. So it's a pretty win-win-win.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So yeah, like cheers.
Cheers.
A really good company, by the way, is Firefly. They have really good cacao. Their Tantric Blossom Rose one is my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like all ethically sourced, so all the people that are farming it are getting paid fair wages and all that stuff. So it's pretty good. Man, I'm nervous. Can you tell? I'm actually. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm sweating. I don't know if it's the light, but I'm sweating.
The light is pretty bright.
It is pretty bright.
Yeah.
How is it?
So delicious.
You like
I feel
it?
like you added a little bit of extra stuff in there too.
I did. Cardamom. I added some cayenne pepper and some nutmeg.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it.
I always have my extra special recipe. Sweeten it with maple syrup, honey, monk fruit sweetener, all the natural sources of sugar. I would recommend. Because sugar is a drug. And you don't know how much sugar affects you until you stop eating it, and then you have a little bit, and then your head starts hurting. Does that happen to you? You're just like, oh my god, my head.
I've had sugar crashes, sugar binges, all the sugar things.
Yeah. Okay, and I also wanted to give you some sea moss since I work at Rich Soul Foods now.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is like really good stuff. It comes from St. Lucia. Get on that sea moss wave. This is really good for your iron and basically everything. I think it has like 97 minerals that your body needs or something like that. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, okay.
Love it. Thank you.
Yay. Okay. Well, anyways, so Apiti, let's talk.
Okay.
Let's talk about life. Let's talk about the journey of life, our struggle with darkness and all that stuff too. So you've known me from before. Like, we met on set, guys. We met on the set of, what movie was it?
I honestly don't remember. I remember they were shooting it at the PNE, and it was like a
Mhm.
children's action type of movie, and there was this professional boxer and this talented young actor, and he had superpowers, and they would fight each other. But I don't remember the name of the
I
movie.
don't remember it either. I just remember, there's a little kid who was really cute.
Right, so cute.
And Flatbush Zombies concert was happening that day as well. Remember when we were walking outside and we heard the music?
On the same ground.
Yeah, so that was that's where I met Petey. I went up to her and I just said, "You look like Lauren Hill."
What a compliment. Like,
and then we just ended up vibing. And Petey, if anyone knows her, she has a very motherly energy, so she's always gonna be giving you her like healthy snacks, gluten free, like because she's always stocked up on her snacks.
True.
So that's how we met, and so you've known me from like since then, and you've seen me you've seen the rise, you've seen the fall, you're seeing the rebirth, the revival,
the rise again.
Yeah. So yeah, like anything you want to share about just like our relationship and what you're doing. And actually I've never done this before, so I don't really know what I'm saying. I guess I should ask you questions.
I mean, I would say in terms of our relationship, our friendship, I appreciate that, you're honest and real about where you're at. And, I was listening to your other video that you made on YouTube. What was it called? Honesty and Transparency? Yeah, and I thought it was a really great video. You guys should check it out. And I just thought it was really great that even though you're not, because everybody always on social media presents themselves as like, oh, I'm doing so great, I'm so perfect, everything's wonderful. But we all know that's not the case. So it's good that, you have the courage to share your story and to let people know that, it's okay to not be okay all the time.
Yeah.
And, for some it's harder to pull themselves out of darkness than others, and for some it takes a little bit more time. But I think a really important thing is the acknowledgement of where you're at, because you need to be able to acknowledge where you're at in order to be able to change that. If you're in a really dark place, but you're in denial that you're in the dark place and you just keep spiraling, it's not. I feel like it's a road to nowhere. You're just going down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, that's true. And with you, like you're someone that's always felt like soul family for me. So I remember when we used to initially hang out and stuff. Do you remember me? I'd always be pulling up my phone and be like, I need to capture this. And let's put the music. Let's do. Yeah, and I was always like, and we talk about portal jumping. If I know it sounds crazy for some of you, but that stuff's real. Like when you're with soul family, you see synchronicities and everything's lining up, and you're thinking of something and it's right there. Instant manifestation. We were always on that wave together.
Absolutely.
And you always had like that abundant energy. Like we would just. And so and then I decided to take a step back from social media, and like y'all should follow Petey because she has a great Instagram account. She's a model, she's a filmmaker, she does it all. She's like the whole package. So yeah, definitely go give her a follow.
Appreciate it.
But
follow Pro Dreamer too. Come on now.
Pro Dreamer's trying to come back.
That's right. Come up.
Yeah, so one of the things that I regret the most, I would say, is like burning all the bridges and stuff and really isolating myself. And, like I thought that social media was not for me, but it's like the one thing that fed my soul was like being out there, sharing myself and who I was. Like it was an expression of who I am. And so I think like me trying to like overcome, like when that realization hits you and you're like, what the hell have I been doing for a year? It hurts a lot, right? Because it feels like I killed my own dreams in a way. And now it's like trying to build myself back up, and there's people like you that believe in me that know I can do it, and I'm just like, no, like you just gotta start, like and it's like it is an ego death in a lot of ways, but it's
absolutely an ego death.
Yeah, it's a good ego death.
And the same year that I met you, in the beginning of the year, I had gone through my own dark time. I had a near-death experience. I was laying in bed for about 3 months. About 3 months, just doing nothing. I felt like I had lost hope. I felt so much despair, and
what triggered that for you? Like
what triggered that was the realization of my first love relationship not working out. And even though we had already been broken up, I feel like it took a lot longer to accept it, because when you picture yourself with somebody and you like fall in love, then you have these ideas of how you think your life is going to play out. And then time goes on and you realize that the compatibility that you thought was there is not actually quite there. So then you kind of beat yourself up about all the time that you wasted and invested into this person. And then you kind of feel like, oh, well, here I am at ground zero. What am I going to do with myself? And it's crazy because